much for tuning in once again. Welcome to another new episode of Career Stories. And today with me, I have a very good friend, Shrink. Thank you so much for coming to my show.
Yes.
Thank you so much when I told you that I'm working on this project of helping the unemployed youth in Nagaland or India in general. You really wholeheartedly accepted my offer.
Yes.
So thank you so much, and it's good to see you after such a long time because
good to see you too.
we studied together in Castle University, but then he got a job. He's my senior, so I look up to him. He's the one who really motivated me to apply for internships and everything back then. So thank you so much for that also. Yes, and then I really used to look upon him, and he got a job and he came to Regensburg. Yes, for his full time, and after that we couldn't meet for such a long time. I think more than a year or so.
Maybe more, yeah.
Yes, exactly. And today, because of this project, I got the opportunity to meet him once again. So yeah, that's really nice. So how are you feeling, brother? You just came from work, but thank you so much. You immediately
Yeah, I'm feeling good. It's a very pleasant day, and the work was okay, so not so much exhausted, but I'm looking forward to your project. Yes.
That's really nice, because sometimes after work we have a bad day and we don't feel like doing an interview, but it's good to hear that today it was not very stressful day. Yes. Yeah. So brother, before we even dig further, maybe you would like to introduce yourself more to our audience, like what are you doing right now, what is your profession? So please take your time to introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Shrenik. I come from Gujarat, India. I have done my bachelor's in mechanical engineering in Rajasthan, and then later I was working to learn German, also apply for many colleges here, and then after a while, like hardly 1 or 1.5 years, I got admission here in Castle University, and then started my master's in renewable energy and energy efficiency. I finished my degree in 2021, and then I moved here to Regensburg, and I'm now working as a project planner, like construction company. Yeah, so it's like I'm doing the planning of the whole buildings and all, like mega projects. So like we have partners like Amazon, Lidl, BMW, so like big companies. So we like kind of design their whole buildings. Maybe like distribution centers or something like that, and my role is to plan heating, cooling, ventilation, like HVAC system, and do energy efficiency in the whole building.
I think this
like
is
that.
A little bit related to your thesis now. I remember you told me something about your thesis, and I found it really interesting. We will talk more about it, but for now, thank you so much for the brief introduction. Yes, really nicely explained everything in detail from how you started your education and stuff like this. Before digging further into your career journey, I would like to know how was your childhood? How was growing up as a child?
As a child, it was a bit tough because my father was a judge. So like every 3 years he used to get transferred, so it was a government job. So you cannot make more contacts with your surroundings or the person or the place where you are staying. So it's like every 3 years, like my father used to get transferred, and with the transfer, even I have to move. So
new friends, new environment,
everything is new. So like I changed my house, I changed my school, I have different friends, different teaching methods, like different syllabus in the school and everything. So it was quite hard for me to cope up. Later in my boards, like 10th and 12th standard, I was moved to a hostel, so where I can like stay at one place and study better. Later, for my education, I went further.
Okay, so I would like to talk more about your education, your bachelor's now.
Yes.
But before that, I would also like to know, like, how did you spend your teenage life?
Teenage life was really great. Me and my friends, also my cousins or my brothers and sisters, my relatives, everyone, we used to meet on vacations especially. So more often we used to hang out at my uncle's place. We used to play a lot of games, have a lot of fun, eat a lot of stuff because Gujaratis are like
I know,
fond
I
of
know.
eating. So
Yeah.
we used to eat a lot.
And they also put peanuts everywhere in every tarka. I asked every Gujarati friend of mine whom I'm about to take interview, my first question is, why are you guys putting peanuts everywhere? But it's indeed tasty, no? When you make
it's
tarka.
really
Now I
it's really
especially
nice.
bought 500-gram peanut to put in my tarka. Yeah.
Yeah, not in every tadka, but yeah, we like to put peanuts.
Yeah. But not, itna zyada nahi डालना है, बस थोड़ा सा डालना है.
थोड़ा,
हाँ,
yes,
5-6
like
pieces.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
So like it's for food, it's like we just some crunch. So for
the
crunch
feeling
we
is
add
good.
it, we add peanuts. That's why.
So like childhood was a little bit stressful, but then in your teenage life you had a lot of fun. So yeah, okay. And then like in your bachelor's, what field did you choose, and what motivated you to choose that field? And maybe there are some people out there, Indians, they are not sure about your field, nah? And they are interested in your field, and maybe they can get a brief overview about your field.
Okay, I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. I was good in maths, and even I like machines. From my childhood, I was very fond of cars as well.
Like your friend.
Yeah. So I thought it's better to go where I can see the things, I can touch them, where it is tangible, and also like I can work or maybe do some research and stuff like that. And yeah, this motivated me to pursue engineering, and especially this field, mechanical engineering.
But during your bachelor's, the field that you choose was something which you're really interested in, because I know that in India there are also a lot of parents' pressure. So parents are like saying doctor, engineer, you know. So it's good that you.
So like my father was wanting me to pursue LLB, so like law. Yeah, because my father was a judge, so and he already pursued like LLB. He did bachelor's in LLB. So even he was thinking that it's great that you also come in this field, and like I can be your mentor, I can teach you stuff, and you can be a good maybe lawyer or judge or whatever you like that. But I was not fond of this field, and I didn't know the perks of being a judge and all, because government jobs are cool, literally so good. And then later, when I was pursuing my bachelor's, then I realized, okay, the law stuff were really nice. Yeah, but it's also good that I joined mechanical. It's
because you
one of one of my great interest to pursue this field.
Because like maybe your story can also motivate the youths out there not to listen to what their parents are telling them, because it's not that we are disobeying them, but at the end of the day you should enjoy what you are doing, right? Because like if you are really enjoying what you are doing it, then money will come automatically. Like, I mean, there's always struggle. Struggle is always there, but then like it's always nice to choose what you are really passionate about, right? Okay, so like what was your studies in your master's, like in which field did you study, and what motivated you to study that field?
After finishing my bachelor's, I was like keen because there were not so much opportunities in India after finishing engineering. We were like, I wanted some more to do in future, and that's why I thought studying would be a better option. Germany was the best place for mechanical engineering, a person who has pursued this field. I was not so sure that I will come to Germany, but I had option, like I was open to anything. But the problem with other countries were like very expensive, and I could not afford that things. And that's why Germany was a really very good option, as the tuition fees are zero here. Then I was like in renewables, because like I had two options, either to go to environmental side or renewable side. But environmental, in the future they were having some like kind of saturation point. There are not so many jobs related to environmental, so renewable was a very good option. And as you can see, like currently we have so much climate change and global warming and everything. Like people are so much talking about renewable is a really very good option to not overcome, but like at least we can try to reduce global warming. like that. So it made so much interest in this field, and yes, then I selected this field, especially that renewables are like the future of like next few decades. Yeah. And yeah, that was my motivation.
Okay, so the renewable course that you pursued in your master's, maybe there are some students out there who are interested to pursue this field, but they have no clear idea. So maybe you can give them a very general, brief overview so that they can get some ideas.
Renewables are like so many sources of renewables. There are like solar, wind, then geothermal, then biogas, bioplant, like that. Then you have hydrogen, then you have battery storage system and all. So it depends totally on you that which field you want to pursue. So my course was a generalized experience in each and every field which I have mentioned, and it was kind of a brief study regarding all these technologies. If you are interested to pursue renewables in future, there are lot of universities here in Germany. They are offering in English and German as well, both courses, as you like if you have future plans to stay in Germany, then it's better you can do it in German. Yes, there are 8 or 10 universities where you can pursue renewables, and it's really very important in future that we select a path which is sustainable and helpful for mankind. So yes, this is how I think you can
think about
select.
Yes, okay. And then you also mentioned that your course, you went to Egypt also now one semester.
Yes.
So how was your experience?
So I was pursuing a double degree course. So where one semester was here in Germany, and one semester was foreign in Egypt, Cairo. So yeah, first semester I did here in Kassel, where they were giving us a brief overview of all the technologies theoretically.
Okay.
Next, when I went to Egypt, there we had all the technologies in present. Like we went to see the technology. Like for example, if we want to know something about solar, then we used to go. Like there are several technologies also in solar field. So we used to go have a field trip. We go there, we see how everything's are working, and then we get an overview from the plant head or someone who can explain all the things which are going on. So here it was a theoretical experience, and in Egypt there was more practical.
Was it a practical semester or something? Or?
No, not kind of practical semester, but we had more practical stuffs there.
Okay.
And it was really very nice experience. Like the most important thing is like theoretically you understand each and everything, but like when you see those things in practical, you have more interest. Like if in your industry, food, if you see the machines and all, then you get an idea that okay, how the things are working, and how you have to like
deal with it and stuff like this, right?
So it's like better to understand the things which are practically in front of you.
Yes, I think that's really important. And I also remember that you wrote your thesis in a company, right?
Yes.
And then like maybe you could, if you are in which area you are comfortable, maybe you could share a little bit about your thesis.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
So like pursuing my master thesis, I did it in research center, Julish. So
was it a paid or?
Yeah, it was a paid thesis. Like it's a very big research institute. So it's like second largest research institute which is funded by government. And yeah, so they are mostly working on physics, chemistry, and like nanotechnology and everything regarding so many fields. So for me, I was like working in simulations and all. So like for example, whatever example you take, for example, if you take a building, then we generate a building model of the whole thing. Just the same thing which is there, we make it in small, like a model. We make a model of that whole building, and then we run tests on this small model, that how things will work. Yeah, like that. So for example, I was working, like we were having a supercomputer in ULISH, in this research center, which was like seventh superpower computer kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we were making a building.
Yeah.
So for that I need to install all the renewables. So
Inside
all the
the
energy,
building.
yeah, the all the energy is net zero. So like we don't use to connect anything from the grid. So which is which has carbon footprints. So for example, currently we are using energy which is generated from coal, either from coal or maybe nuclear power plants, or anything which has some carbon footprints. So because we burn the coal and then we generate the electricity from that. But here, for example, the electricity is totally satisfied with hydrogen and solar panels. Then the heating and stuff, everything is just we can manage by cooling the supercomputer. Supercomputer generates so much heat that to cool this thing, you can just supply the heat to the whole building. Then your heat demand is complete.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And so yeah, like we were having so many different solutions.
Yeah.
So that we are like kind of independent. So we don't have to depend on any other sources like that.
And how was the result?
Yeah, the result was phenomenal. Like so for ages we don't need power or any energy to fulfill that building.
You did a great job, because sustainability, like you
Sustainability is very important.
Yes, I mean it's like in our generation especially, it's a very big team, right? Yes, and I think you are doing a great job, not only for yourself but for everybody in general. And it's good that you are here in this interview today, because it's also about helping each other, right? Yes, exactly.
And making a world a better place.
Genau. Yes. Okay, so now there are maybe the people who wanted to study your field, they got a very brief overview, and thank you so much for that. And now maybe we can talk a little bit about like, since you are now in Germany, I think you are like 6-7 years. How have been your experience
6 years,
so far?
Germany is a good place. Working is good. No, we go from in an ascending order. So if you want to come here to study, then it's a good place. We have really very nice universities which has high class educations, good standard of living. Yeah, of course there are struggles, but
we will talk about the struggles, don't worry.
But it's really very good option compared to India. So regarding working experience, it's really nice. We get very good salaries compared to India. The same work we do in India and the work we do here, you get much better payment. Then also the technology wise, they are really so ahead of us. So that like when we see things, we can understand that okay, there are differences between us and them. Why are they better? What are they doing good? And all these stuffs. Like in future, if you have plans to go back to India, then you can implement those things. You can take take these things with you and make India also a better place.
Yeah, that's a very good idea actually. When you first came initially, you came here for studies, right?
Yeah.
So I know that as a student, it's not easy to balance. You need to learn the language on one side.
Yeah.
You also need to do a part-time job, and you
yeah.
also need to do your university.
Yeah.
And I also heard from some students that when they are doing a part-time job, then the university, it's a little bit, and when they are doing the university, you know what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah.
how did you try to come into balance? And then,
So
I know it's a struggle.
It's a struggle,
It's a struggle. Yes.
Of course, if you are like economically struggling, of course, there are part-time jobs here available where you can work part-time and also study like hand in hand. But it sometimes it gets so much difficult that you have to
you need to decide.
You need to decide what like studies or money. You need to decide.
Yes. To balance by working full time in the semester break, for example.
Yes, it's a good idea. Like also, if you want to cover your funds for the whole year, maybe you can work for 2 months, like in the end of the year, like in November, December.
Right.
You get more payment and you get bonus and everything. And if you are a good if you have good knowledge of finance, then maybe you can balance your expenses and everything for the whole year very nicely.
Yes, exactly. It reminded me of back then, because in November, December I used to work because there are a lot of bonus there, and then you can store money, and then for 3-4 months you can really focus on your studies. I think this really helped me. Yes, and then since we also talked about struggles before, now see, it doesn't matter wherever you are, India, Germany, Agar,
struggle is everywhere.
Always there. So what kind of struggles did you face here in Germany? Because I know when it comes to cultural differences also there are struggles. So maybe do you have some specific things in mind about the struggles that you have gone through, and then how did you overcome it?
Yes, so first coming here was a challenge. You need to pass a lot of exams, and you have to do language, and you need to apply in lot of universities the courses which you want to apply. Then exams, like technical exams like GRE or maybe some other exams which you need to give to come to a specific university. After getting an admission, visa procedure and packing bags and all, and coming here. Then here sometimes accommodation is a bit challenging thing, because currently Germany has a lot accommodated lot of people from wars and all. So those guys are here. So it's a quite challenging thing that to find accommodation becomes sometimes very hard. And after accommodation, then you need to get into a circle where you start to do all the things, you get you have bank account, then this city registration, then these things back to back. You have to do a lot of things. Then if also if you are struggling with economic things, financial things, then maybe you also have to find part-time job with studies, and sometimes it gets very challenging. In my case, I did not do part-time job for the whole year, because my course was very hectic. So from the morning 8:30 I used to start, means my lectures were starting, so I have to wake up at 7 to do regular stuffs and all, and then go to university, study the whole day, and we used to come back from home at 6:30. So from 8:30 to 6:30 you have no area, no free time to do part-time or anything like that, because at the end of the day you have to also revise the whole your lectures and everything, and also you get some assignments, and you have to prepare for your examinations. And later, after coming back from Egypt, I was looking for some part-time job so that I can balance my money. And it was quite challenging. There were different jobs which I have applied. I used to do labor job and something packing job and all in Amazon and all. But it's not that hard compared to like the labor job we do in India. And also they give good money, so that your accommodation, your cooking, and your eating and everything stuffs are you can buy from that money. And also like maybe you can save 100 or 150 euros extra for your maybe extra leisure stuff and all like that. It was like this. Later, to find internships and thesis was also quite challenging because sometimes you don't have good opportunities. Sometimes you don't know what is your problem because you think that everything is okay with your application or stuff
from your point of view.
Yeah, from your point of view. But the person who is looking for you, he or she has some stuffs like they have to check what they want, because the things which you have done, it's not important, but the things which they want is more important, like that. So you have to change the mindset of that thing, and it took me, I think, maybe a year or something to realize this thing, that okay, I don't have to apply from my point of view, but from the another point of view, like that. From the HR, their point of view,
what
like
they are expecting,
what they are expecting from us, and so these things are
these were
quite challenging things. And also later, after finishing degree, if you are lucky or if you understand this point of view which we discussed before, then it's easy to find job as well. And
And how was your entire journey with the job search?
For me, job search, I was taking it a bit lightly. I was more interested.
But you had 18 months of job seeker visa,
yes,
right?
Yeah. It's almost like 2 years. And you have a lot of time to figure out which fields you are interested in, and what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Right.
And that also, I think it took me a while to figure out what I am interested to do in future, that I don't get bored, and I am like after coming to home at the end of the day, I feel like what I am doing and all, or I have no motivation when I wake up. So
now you get the motivation with your current job, and you're happy now, so you did the right decision, right?
Yeah. For me, it's a good thing.
Decision. Yeah. You have talked a lot about your struggles, right?
Yeah.
And then like you have struggled a lot, and then you did not give up. That was the main thing. You reached to who you are right now. And like now you have a full-time job. Now you don't have to worry about balancing your money, about student life, and all these things are gone. And then like I think it's like 1 year or more than that you're working as a full-time.
Yeah, I'm working 1.5 years.
Yes. So like maybe you could, if you are comfortable in any area you are comfortable, maybe you could share about in general, like what is your work about and what is your field about, the area that you're working. So maybe there is somebody out there who is interested to apply in your field, and maybe they are wanting to get a brief overview.
So like as I said earlier, like I'm working in a construction company where they mostly do the planning things. So my company does is like they plan for heating, cooling, ventilation, then drinking water, then sanitary, then sprinkler, and electrical, all the things which you find in a building.
Okay.
We do plan of each and everything.
A to Z.
Yes. And before, like for example, if a flat is made, like all the things are installed like that before you go move in. So all the stuff before which are to be done are done by us, like that. So and my role is, as I am coming from an energy background, so I do heating, cooling and ventilation things in my projects.
Okay.
Yes.
Next time when I'm building a house, I will hire you, okay? And I won't pay you any money.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you are working for 1.5 years and then you are enjoying the job, and I think that's really nice because it's really important to enjoy what you are doing, right? Okay.
Yeah, and
So
that's the most important thing.
Yes, because I see you when you came home from work, you were smiling and coming. So I was like, because when I'm coming home, sometimes I'm really tired and I'm like, I just want to eat and sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, every day cannot be a nice day,
Nice
right?
day,
Sometimes there are bad days at
Yeah,
work.
of course,
Yeah,
it
bad
happens.
days at work, yes.
Even in my work, it happens sometimes. Like you are so stressed out on some things that, or either you are stuck on a thing that you can't find a solution of that thing, and then you are like whole day thinking about it, and like you are so exhausted that sometimes we have hard days.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I totally feel you. Yes. So now we will also like, since the shrink, you know very well that this project, it's purely want to encourage one another, right?
Yes.
And then I'm completely sure that in India unemployment is a big problem. Yeah,
Yes.
a lot of people are giving the UPC exams or the state exams. I'm not here to motivate or demotivate anybody, right?
Yes.
But then like there is no assurance. Now we don't know. And then like there are a lot of people who are depressed, upset, and in worst case they're even committing suicide. For example, even in newspapers also we see stories now. So like based on your personal experience, maybe like you would like to take this time and then like talk to those Gujarat youths out there based on your experience, any words of motivation or encouragement or anything that you would like to talk to them. Maybe that would be really nice. You can take your time and then
for Gujarati guys, લાઈફમાં બહુ બધી પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ હોય, બટ એનો મતલબ એવું નહીં કે આપણે ગીવ અપ કરી દેવાનું, બીકોઝ ઘણી બધી વસ્તુઓ માટે આપણે બહુ બધું સ્ટ્રગલ કરતા હોઈએ, અને એ બધી વસ્તુ સમટાઈમ્સ એવું જરૂરી નથી કે એ જ ટાઈમમાં આપણને એનો રિવોર્ડ મળી જાય, પણ જાણે કે વધારે આપણે શું કહેવાય, કોઈક વસ્તુમાં આપણે મહેનતથી અને પૂરા મનથી કામ કરીએ તો એ વસ્તુમાં આપણને હંમેશા સફળતા મળે છે. અને સુસાઇડ કરવું કે પછી કંઈ એવા ડિફિકલ્ટ સ્ટેપ્સ લેવા લાઈફમાં, એ કંઈ શું કહેવાય, કંઈ કોઈના ફાયદા માટે નથી. કારણ કે તમે તમારા પેરેન્ટ્સ, તમારા રિલેટિવ્સ અને તમારા કોઈ પણ તમારા જાણીતા આજુબાજુના લોકો હોય એને તમે એના બારેમાં એક વખત વિચારવું જોઈએ કે એ લોકોએ તમને કેટલું પ્રેમ કરે છે અને કેટલા તમારા માટે એ લોકો કેટલા બધા બલિદાનો આપે છે. તો ખાલી આપણે એટલું ના કરી શકીએ કે એ લોકો માટે આપણે શું કહેવાય, થોડો વધારે સ્ટ્રગલ કરીએ એમ. એટલે એ બહુ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે કે આપણે આપણા પાથ ઉપર આગળ વધતા રહે, અને આપણે શું કહેવાય, બીજા કોઈ પણ નેગેટિવ થોટ્સ કે કાંઈ પણ નેગેટિવિટી રાખવાની નહીં, અને ઓલવેઝ સ્ટે પોઝિટિવ. સો yes.
Dankeschön. Yeah, thank you for taking this time to really trying to, motivate the youth out there in Gujarat. And I'm pretty sure that they would have listened to you and then like they would have got some words of motivation. Thank you so much. And then like, see, you know very well that in India it's very big, right?
Yeah.
And then like, unfortunately, not every part of India is developed. It's a developing country, you know that, right? And then like, for example, for instance, like the northeastern regions of India, when we compare it with the main big cities like Delhi, Mumbai, for example, in Delhi, Mumbai and all, like although unemployment is there, people still have a chance. I mean, like I'm not saying that in the northeastern regions there are no development. Yes, of course, a lot of developments are taking place. Yes. And then, but then when we really compare, then it's really lagging behind, right? And then we also don't have that much industries where people can really go and earn some money and stuff like this. So 70 to 80% of us, the only option left for us is apply for government jobs, right? And you know very well that there is no insurance in government jobs, right? So it's very difficult. So like how do you like maybe like any words of encouragement or motivation from your personal experience that you would like to talk to them you know. Yeah, it could be something like coming out from their comfort zone, or it could be anything, because I know a lot of people are doing a lot of good stuff, but this project we're just trying to help one another. It's not that we are like in a good position or something. We ourselves, we are struggling, and then everybody's struggling in general. We just want to motivate one another. So maybe you'd like to take this time to motivate some of the unemployed youths or depressed youths out there.
So of course, like there are very less or maybe less opportunities in your region. Of course, you should look out or seek opportunities somewhere else. Also, if there are no opportunities in your state or region, okay, it will be a bit difficult to leave your comfort zone, and it might be also stressful sometimes to manage a lot of things alone by yourself. And but just it's kind of a psychology that the more you struggle in your early days, the more better life you have in your future. So it's like when you enjoy this time, then in the whole rest of the life you just have to struggle.
My father always told us this.
And so the more you struggle now, the better life you will have in the future. And of course there are a lot of unemployments now, and sometimes it's really very hard to find a job or do something which you like. And also there are so many fields where which you like, but you can't pursue your dreams further as there are either very less opportunities or maybe kind of nobody are motivating others to go in this field. For example, like if you like singing, dancing, or painting, or playing sport or something like that, because there are no security in this kind of fields or interest. But the one thing which I would like to tell is, like, you should have belief in yourself, should really have trust and motivation in yourself, that whatever you like, you should pursue that thing in any field. It's not like you should only go to some like government jobs and like which are very high paid jobs and all. You should like what you do, and don't think of like anything else, and don't be negative. That of course, like currently the time is getting hard, but in future it will be a better
positive
stuff will come in your ways.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I mean, like staying in that small area comfort zone maybe seems like nice for the moment, but then like it's not only Germany. Like you guys can go anywhere in the world. The sky is the limit, right? You guys can go anywhere in the world, try to explore new things, like meet new people, talk to new people. Like now we have the internet also, so if you're really interested in something, then I mean, like, as long as you keep on trying your best, then nobody can stop you. And then
like
really
there are a lot of opportunities right now, so that you can find a middle ground somewhere with the opportunity and the things which you like. You can meet both at the same place, and then you can work on that things. You need to be a bit innovative, so that your things might work better in future. And it's like the best thing that in the end, if you do what you like, that's a really nice thing.
Nothing can be better than that.
Better than that,
I mean, like, initially, like, it might be very difficult also to really come out from that area to this area, because I mean, it's all about a process, and I think you really need the guts also sometimes. So sometimes when you don't have any support from your family or your friends and everything, then it can also be a problem. But then I think in this kind of situations, you really need to trust yourself. You really need to trust, like, believe in yourself about your capacity, that I can do it, right? I know human beings, so like I myself also sometimes I get depressed, and I think it's totally normal that we human beings sometimes we have bad days, we get depressed, but it is okay to fail. It is okay to not to have bad
to
days
bad
or
days.
something like this.
Yeah.
But then I think it's the most important thing is like coming up from this. You need to really keep on upgrading yourself, and I think
That's a really
yeah,
nice thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the motivation, of course, like you should find a motivational way in which you can develop yourself, and yeah, it can be anything, it can be anyone. It's like that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like at the end of the day, the more you give effort, like it will pay you off.
It will pay
huh?
you off. Yes.
Yeah, labor will never go in vain. There's a
Yes,
quotation like
quotation,
that, right? As a
yes.
child. Yeah, so it was really nice that you have, given a brief overview about your career stories. So, like I've always been saying in my video, like maybe there are some people who are interested here, maybe some people who are interested there. So your entire journey, whatever you have done, so people have got a brief overview. Yes,
yeah.
and then I'm pretty sure that they would have learned a lot from your story. Yeah, so thank you so much once again for coming to my show. Although you work and came, like I told you before, but you still took this time, and then directly after your work, you came for the show. So respect, okay?
Yeah, like even I am very thankful to you that you are doing a really nice job. And
I don't know how long I can do it. It's really stressful, to be honest.
Of course, everything is stressful, but of course it's stressful. But yeah, it's really nice to motivate others, and it's really a good thing which you're doing. And yes, hope at least one of person is motivated by this show, and
change his or her lifestyle and change his or her family. Yeah, that's my end goal.
Yeah.
Because here, see, like a lot of people in the internet, they are trying to say, oh, Germany is like this, like that. I'm not saying Germany is bad. It's a very decent country as long as you learn their language. But here, my main goal is like, we are just trying to show the real life. We are not trying to sugarcoat anywhere how we are struggling, and then like we are being very transparent, and then giving you guys a world full of options. Like if you want to come to Germany, these are the things, these are the struggles, these are this and that. And then it's the same everywhere, more or less, like abroad. Because you're living your comfort zone and going, it doesn't matter in Canada or in America, you could go anywhere. But then we are trying to give you a brief overview about how abroad life is, no? And then my goal and my intention is like, if there is like at least if one person watch this video and then change his or her life, and that's my end goal. So yeah, I hope at least one person can get motivated. Then my, all my struggles of traveling from one place to another. Today I was asking myself, is it even worth traveling all this thing? Like, what am I doing? I even asked my friend, am I normal? Is it even worth? Am I fine? My friend didn't say yes, didn't say no. He just said, I don't know. But he wasn't against it, so that's a good thing. Yeah. But yes. So thank you so much once again for coming to my show. And then guys, so that's the end of our show. And thank you so much for being patient and listening till the end. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.